Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today, we're diving deep into Go 1.24's exciting new WebAssembly WASM features. It's a game changer, folks.
Absolutely, I'm buzzing with anticipation. So what's the big deal with this Go 1.24 update regarding WASM?
The core improvements revolve around two key areas: the Go WASM export directive and the ability to build WASI reactors. Think of it as giving Go a much stronger foothold in the WASM world.
Right, so Go WASM export. That lets you export Go functions directly to WASM, correct? Making them callable from outside the module?
Precisely. It's like opening a window to your Go code from the outside world. Before, it was more difficult to integrate Go with other systems using WASM. Now it's straightforward. You just add /go WASM export before your function definition, and boom, it's exported. It's analogous to CKIO's export directive, but simpler.
That's incredibly elegant. And what about these WASI reactors? What's the significance of those?
The reactors. They're persistent WASM modules. Unlike regular WASM modules that run to completion, reactors stay alive, ready to handle multiple requests. You build them using build mode equals C_shared, which avoids the automatic start function and instead uses initialize for setup.
So you initialize the reactor once, and then you can call its exported functions repeatedly without restarting it? That's a huge efficiency boost, especially for long-running tasks. The example using WA0 really highlights this.
Exactly. The WA0 example shows how easy it is to use these reactors. You instantiate the module, call _initialize, and then you can call your exported Go functions as many times as needed. It's incredibly efficient.
I see. But there are limitations, right? I mean, WASM is single-threaded. How does that affect Go routines spawned within a Go WASM export function?
You're right to point that out. That's a crucial limitation. While you can spawn Go routines, they won't continue executing after the Go WASM export function returns. You need to call back into the WASM module to resume their execution. It's something to keep in mind when designing your architecture.
Got it. So essentially, you can't have truly independent background tasks running within the WASM module without some form of callback mechanism. That's a significant constraint.
Precisely. And there are also type restrictions. While Go 1.24 relaxes some of these, especially with Go WASM import, there are still limitations, particularly around pointers and 64-bit versus 32-bit architectures. You can't pass pointers to structs containing pointer-type fields, for example.
Interesting. So despite these limitations, the overall improvements are substantial. The ability to build WASI reactors and export Go functions opens up a whole new world of possibilities for extending applications with Go-based WASM modules.
Absolutely. It's a significant step forward. This makes Go a much more powerful and versatile language for WASM development. The ability to easily export functions and build persistent reactors is a huge win for developers.
It certainly seems like a very promising development. Thanks for breaking it down for us.
My pleasure. And that's all the time we have for today's Tech Bytes and News. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.